Why, hello there. Welcome to Kanpai News for the week commencing the 8th of March, 2025. I am your host, Nasuth. I am joined, as always, by Xeno and Thaylien. How are you boys this week?
Yes. I brought my chair.
Not suffering from the time zone changes yet.
My chair's
We're lucky. Spring forward for another couple of weeks.
Brought my chair.
He broke his chair. He broke the spring in his chair.
Break his chair.
It was during a live stream as well. It's just like, oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Look what I could do that Xeno can't.
Dickhead. Let's get on with it.
All right. We do have a fair number of stories to get through. Nothing super terrible. A lot of industry news, though. Starting with the manga market takes a dip, but don't panic yet. I should also note this is all with a new intern. Xeno and I have switched to the same intern, so I think it did pretty good. The All Japanese Magazine and Book Publishers and Editors Association, or AJPEA, released its 2025 manga industry report last Friday, and for the first time since 2017, the manga market has shrunk, down 1.7% year on year to 269.5 billion yen, or about 4.4 billion US dollars, falling just short of 2024's all-time high of 704.3 billion yen. I'll have to talk to her about it. I didn't give a US estimate, but you can basically guess. Print continues to be the sore spot, with compiled manga volumes sales dropping 14.4% and manga magazines shrinking 12.7%, bringing total print to 165.2 billion yen. A steep fall from its 2017 peak of 258.3 billion yen. Digital manga, however, remains the saving grace, growing 2.9% to 527.3 billion yen, and now accounting for a whopping 76.1% of the total manga market. To put the overall picture in perspective, even with the dip, the market is still comfortably larger than it was in 2020, when a massive 23% growth spurt kicked off the industry's recent boom. The broader Japanese publishing market also felt the squeeze, declining 1.6% to 1.63 trillion yen, with print dropping below 1 trillion yen for the first time since 1976.
I just think
graphs,
that there is...
Enjoy graphs. Graphs.
I think there's so much more of a market for digital, because, I've got a friend who has umpteen God knows how many comics of one series, and she can't display them because they just take up so much damn space. And then she looked to get the omnibuses, and then again, the omnibuses just take up so much damn space. It's just, digital's just the way forward. It's just, can we make sure that they don't get edited?
Yeah.
Or removed when certain services go down.
That's true.
Yeah, if you could save them and put them on like a USB stick or something.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
So, moving on. Webtoon's wallet, half empty or half full? Webtoon Entertainment wrapped up 2025 with a mixed bag of financial news. On the bright side, full-year revenue grew 2.5% to 1.38 billion US dollars, and the operating loss shrank by 36.9% down to 63.5 million US dollars, a notable improvement from the $100 million loss in 2024. The company's IP adaptation segment was the star of the show, jumping to 31.8%, which is about $130.9 million for the year. The not-so-great news, net loss more than doubled to $373.4 million, largely due to goodwill impairments, and Q4 revenue slipped 6.3% year over year, down to $330.7 million. Looking ahead, Webtoon is banking on big partnerships with Disney and Warner Brothers. Sorry, there's a full stop, but it's not the end of the sentence. And Warner Brothers Animation to fuel growth, with plans for a new Disney IP comics platform featuring over 35,000 titles, including Marvel and Star Wars, as well as animated adaptations of popular webtoons like Lore Olympus and Dark Moon, Altar of the Moon. So again, ups and downs in the industry.
Well, there's a lot of market volatility right now in the US, especially. I wonder why.
Oh yeah, wonder why.
Right, Seven Seas says, no robots, please. Following the announcement of the subsidiary Media Do International's $80 million US acquisition of Seven Seas Entertainment, Tokyo-based ebook distributor Media Do issued the following statement on Tuesday to calm some very understandable nerves, making it clear it has absolutely no plans to have Seven Seas use AI for translating manga or other works, and that the company will remain steadfast in using human translators and editors with no changes to staffing or leadership. The clarification came after everybody's I apologize. The clarification came after eyebrows were raised when MediaDo's original acquisition announcement mentioned the AI-based MediaDo translation system, MDTS, in the same breath as the Seven Seas deal. A tool that the company now says is strictly designed to help Japanese translators manage text for Japanese literature, and is not intended for Seven Seas at all. Founded in 2004 by manga translator Jason DeAngelis. Seven Seas had grown into the largest independent publisher of manga and light novels in the English market, covering everything from Japanese manga and light novels to Korean manhwa, Chinese manhwa, and Thai novels. MediaDo, meanwhile, has had its hand in several other English market ventures, including the Manga Mirai digital distribution service launched in the US in March 2025, and previously owned MyAnimeList before selling off to Web3, an AI company, Gordy, also in March 2025.
Gaudy is such a good name for an AI company because AI is so gaudy, so gauche.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they were a crypto company as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hypnosis Mike gets an AI glow up. Speaking of AI avatar tech company Genies announced last Tuesday that it's partnering with Kodansha's King Music label to turn its IP into interactive AI companions, starting with the Hypnosis Mike franchise. All 21 characters from the rap-themed voice actor project will be getting 3D AI companion models, with Genies claiming its technology can make the conversion in days rather than weeks. The American company's tools let users interact with these so-called genies across apps and games, a pipeline they're also using to transform Major League Baseball athletes into companions, because apparently nothing is off the table. Oh, wow, that's an excellent addition, intern. Good job. Hypnosis Mike, which launched in September 2017 and features voice actors rapping as original characters, is no stranger to multimedia expansion, already boasting manga tie-ins, a mobile game, stage plays, live events, and even an interactive theatrical film that screened in Japan in February 2025, where audiences could vote on routes, songs, and endings, with G-Kids bringing it to 15 U.S. Regal theaters shortly after February 27th. Jeez. Jeez. We're slipping more and more towards Black Mirror every day.
Yeah, especially with some of the companies not following through with the AI bubble that's been forming.
Yeah.
So we're not sure how that's going to work out. So, next up, Twin Engine nuts about new acquisition. Interesting. Anime planning production company Twin Engine.
Nuts as in crazy. They're just nuts for
crazy about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Anime planning and production company Twin Engine, known for its backing hits like Vinland Saga, Dororo, and Hell's Paradise Jigokuraku, announced on Wednesday that it has acquired shares in Studio Nut, bringing the studio into its growing EOTA studio team. Founded in 2017, Nut has built a solid reputation with titles like Saga of Tanya the Evil, Decadence, and Blue Giant, frequently collaborating with directors Yutaka Uemura and Yuzuru Tachikawa. Twin Engine's EOTA team, established in April 2020, is designed to let its member studios pool resources, share expertise, and produce content for worldwide distribution. A group that now includes Bug Films, Scooter Films, Studio Chromato, and Crucell. The acquisition comes while Nut is currently in production on Saga of Tanya the Evil 2. So fans of the little war-hungry reincarnated salaryman can rest easy knowing the studio is in good hands.
Right, so Sony to PC gamers. Get a PS5, peasants. Bloomberg reported on Wednesday that Sony Interactive Entertainment is pulling the plug on its PC releases for big single-player PS5 titles, according to sources familiar with the company's plans. So just want to reiterate, not an official statement. This is all leaked information. Games like Ghost of Yotei and Saros, I think it's supposed to be Saros, are now expected to stay PS5 exclusives, while online titles like Marathon and Marvel Tokon, no idea, will still make their way to PC, as will externally developed but Sony published titles like Death Stranding 2 and Kenna Scars of Cosmora, there you go. This marks a notable reversal from the strategy Sony had followed since 2020, when Horizon Zero Dawn kicked off a wave of PC ports that included God of War Ragnarok, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and the Marvel Spider-Man series. A Sony spokesperson declined to comment, and sources were careful to note that given the unpredictable nature of the games industry, Sony's plans could still shift. So PC gamers may want to hold off on selling their rigs just yet. I've heard that this is off the back of the fact that Sony are really not okay with Valve releasing a console that could play Sony games.
Oh, that makes sense.
There is a combination function as well, because Valve released a console that could play Sony games via the Steam library, because that's where the ports are, but they are also bringing Steam to Xbox, so you can play PlayStation games on Xbox as well that haven't been ported
In theory, they could put stuff in place to block that.
Well, if it's on Steam, then you're accessing your Steam library, so it's okay to play. Same way it is with a Steam Deck or anything else.
But they can change the deal. They could just simply turn around. But one thing that I think is also really hurting their push to PC market is the fact that games that are being released on PlayStation 5 or just Sony platforms in general that aren't doing as well as they'd hoped are basically getting a whole year's review of, this is what it's like. And then,
because they're not, for example, simultaneously releasing in the port.
Yeah, because I really liked watching Jacksepticeye play the original Spider-Man game by Insomniac, and went ahead and bought it. But then when he played Spider-Man 2 and I watched it and I was like, this is only 12 hours long, I'm like, I ain't paying that price tag for 12 hours of gameplay, so I never bought it on PC. I think that is also hurting them because it is a year between.
All right, Arknights VA midnighted out of his own roles. Voice actor Takuya Sato is stepping down from his roles as Midnight and 12F in the Arknights mobile game, as announced on Wednesday by the game's official Japanese account on the site formerly known as Twitter, citing only various circumstances in quotation marks. Developer Hypergriff, apologized to fans and stated that a replacement for the existing studio will be announced at a later date. In a separate but related development, Sato is also departing from the role of Zane in Paper Games' mobile otome dating game Love and Deep Space, with that exit tied to his contract expiring on June 7th. Online speculation has pointed to a 2009 visit by Sato to Yasukuni Shrine, a Shinto shrine honoring Japanese soldiers who died in service of the emperor, including controversial World War II figures whose actions against Chinese people remain a deeply sensitive topic. I'm sure you can all imagine what topic that is. though neither company has officially confirmed this is the reason. This follows a similar situation in March 2025 when voice actor Shotaro Morikubo stepped down from the role of Elysium in Arknights under equally vague various circumstances. Sato is otherwise well known for roles such as Caesar Zappelli in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Albert James Moriarty in Moriarty the Patriot, and Ryunosuke Tsunashi in Idolish. Is it Idolish 7? Among others.
No idea.
Or is it Idolished? Could be Idolished.
Our last little bit of industry news is... I just lost my place. Dark Horse's Dark Day. Founder gets the boot. After 40 years, Dark Horse Comics founder and CEO Mike Richardson has parted ways with the company, as reported by ReedPop's Popverse and The Beat on Wednesday. Dark Horse and parent company Embracer Group released a statement citing plans to modernize the business and strengthen collaboration across publishing, games, film, and merchandise. With Jay Comas, the general manager of Middle-earth Enterprises, the Embracer division that owns Dark Horse, stepping in as the interim CEO. Richardson originally founded Dark Horse in 1986 as an offshoot of his comic book store chain Things from Another World, with the company publishing its first manga, Godzilla King of the Monsters, as early as 1987. The writing had been on the wall for a while as Dark Horse began laying off staff in February 2025, citing overhead costs and shifting market conditions. A ripple effect from Embracer Group's broader financial troubles after a planned $2 billion investment from Saudi Arabia's Savvy Games Group. It all fell through in May of 2023, sending the conglomerate into a spiral of debt, restructuring, mass layoffs, and a three-way company split in April 2024.
I think the same thing's about to happen to Paramount, because Paramount put in a huge bid to buy Warner Brothers Discovery, and it is also funded by, backed by a Saudi group. And if California blocks it, because California has a chance to block it legally in court, they have to pay Warner Brothers $2 billion anyway. Like that's a done deal. But the rest of the deal may fall through, and that could just cripple Paramount.
But didn't they also have to pay Netflix as well? I saw something about that.
That might also be true. Yeah. So like essentially this could be the end of Paramount if things go badly for them.
Jeez.
Oh, hey, Zeno, you get this story.
It's
not my fault.
Asuka steals the show in new EVA short. You can just not do the story anyway. The official Evangelion franchise website announced on Saturday that the Evangelion 30th anniversary special screening short, which premiered at the Evangelion 30 Plus Festival on February 21st, began streaming on Kara's official YouTube channel on Sunday, March 8th. So today, as of recording. The 13-minute short stars Asuka and is set in the Hakone Yumoto Performance Theatre, with Hideki Anno serving as planner, scriptwriter, and chief supervisor, and Evangelion's 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time animation director, Naoyuki Asano, at the helm. Sunday also marks the 5th anniversary of the opening of Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time, and 4th and final film of the rebuild of Evangelion tetralogy.
Tetralogy. So there's duology, trilogy, tetralogy, etc.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The short's road to streaming wasn't without drama. The festival organizers had to issue 2 stern warnings on February 22nd and 23rd after unauthorized recordings of the short were leaked on social media during the event, threatening legal action against violators. The Evangelion 30 Plus Festival itself, held at Yokohama Arena from February 21st through 23rd, was packed with announcements and celebrations, including the reveal of a brand new Evangelion series, a performance by Neon Genesis Evangelion opening theme singer Yoko Takahashi, and a preview of the upcoming Kabuki Symphony No. 9 Evangelion stage production. That was a lot of words, and I hate Nasuth.
You're welcome. I did watch this. Unfortunately, there's no subtitles, so you have to basically rely on the terrible closed captions.
Auto translate.
Yeah, it's not bad though. It comes across pretty well. This is essentially like movie Asuka and series Asuka. As the movie Asuka got her happy ending, surprisingly. So now series Asuka wants hers, and so they just keep going through all these crazy situations until the end. Like the one that just played was giant Asuka instead of Evangelion Unit 1 fighting. It was it's just a bunch of goofy stuff like that. It's really fun.
I'm fairly certain Asuka got a happy ending, but it wasn't voluntary.
God. All right, Blackjack.
All right,
Blackjack is back, baby. Now in HD. Wave Corporation's new anime streaming platform, Ocean Vale, which we're usually used to seeing just do smutty stuff, announced on Monday that it will begin streaming Dr. Osamu Dezaki's classic 10-episode director. Osamu Dezaki's classic. Wait, is it? I thought it was Tezuko.
I think he was the author.
Osamu Dezaki.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Classic 10-episode Blackjack OVA series in HD, along with the 2011 2-episode Blackjack Final OVA, complete with an English dub, starting March 10th. The OVAs follow the iconic unlicensed surgeon Blackjack and his spirited companion Pinocchio as they travel the world solving seemingly impossible medical cases, often for a hefty fee. Originally serialized in Akita Shoten's Weekly Shonen Champion from 1973 to 1984 by manga legend Osamu Tezuka, Blackjack has proven to be one of the most enduring properties in anime and manga history, spawning numerous adaptations including live-action films, TV series, and most recently a new live-action series that debuted in June 2024. For those who prefer a physical copy, Animego has released the complete OVA series on Blu-ray disc back on December 16th.
Right, next up. Lupin's on Prime, and he didn't even steal it. Amazon Prime Video has made Lupin III, Zenigata and the Two Lupins, the net anime prequel to the Lupin III franchise, available to rent or buy digitally in the US, offered in both English dub and Japanese with English subtitles. The hard-action prequel flips the script by putting Inspector Zenigata front and center as the protagonist, kicking off with a terrorist attack at an airport in the fictional Soviet Union, a cheeky wordplay on the Japanese term for the Soviet Union, as you can imagine, with Lupin as the prime suspect before Zenigata finds himself tangled up in a mystery involving not one, but two Lupins. The anime originally began streaming in Japan on June 20th. Amazon Prime Video is also set to offer Lupin III, the movie The Immortal Bloodline, for digital purchase and rental in North America starting March 24th, the same film that opened in Japan on June 27th and was screened in US theaters by G-Kids on January 4th through 6th.
I need to correct something. I didn't notice this. I got this wrong. This is not a prequel to the entire franchise. This is only a prequel to the movie that's coming out.
Right. Yes. Dino, prepare to have your voice manipulated.
No. Elmo learns the true power of nakama. Netflix dropped a delightful crossover short on Tuesday featuring Sesame Street's beloved red Muppet Elmo dressed up as Monkey D. Luffy, joining live-action One Piece star Inaki Godoy? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. For a very important lesson, the meaning of nakama. The short is currently available on Netflix's YouTube channel and Facebook page and serves as a fun bit of promotion ahead of the live-action One Piece Season 2, which is set to premiere on Netflix on March 10th. The first season of the live-action series debuted on Netflix in August 2023 and made quite a splash, winning awards for Outstanding Original Song and Outstanding Stunt Coordination at the 3rd Annual Children's and Family Emmy Awards. Produced by Tomorrow Studios, a partnership between Marty Adelstein and ITV Studios. Adelstein. And ITV Studios. The series has proven to be one of the more successful manga to live action adaptations in recent memory, and if this Sesame Street collab is of any indication, the hype train for season 2 is well and truly leaving the station.
Starting to get into the weirder stuff now. Gundam X Hololive, a collab nobody saw coming. The Mobile Suit Gundam franchise teased on Monday that a special collaboration project with Hololive Productions is in the works, offering little more than a 5-second teaser clip and the premise of a Gundam booth at the Hololive Super Expo 2026 event, where attendees can pick up some logo stickers to commemorate whatever this crossover turns out to be. The Hololive Super Expo 2026 is taking place alongside the Hololive 7th Fest Raiden on Dreams event at the Makuhari Meisei International Exhibition Halls and Makuhari Event Hall from March 6th through the 8th. Oh, so will it be done?
It's just been unfinished.
Yeah, it just finished as a recording.
Yeah.
So
just finished this weekend.
There might actually be more details by now, but for now, as of recording, details on the full scope of the collaboration remain sparse. But the pairing of giant war mechs and virtual idol streamers is certainly a combination that has the internet curious. And if you want,
I bet there's going to be an RX-78-2 and a Strike Gundam. Right, I'm just going to say this right now. It's going to be they're going to be in there somewhere.
I'm thinking Mori Calliope. She's a Reaper, isn't she? So I'm wondering if Gundam Death Side cosplay. Yeah.
If she's part of this collab, but yeah. So.
All right. If you want more Gundam news, stay tuned a little bit later. But for now, more One Piece news.
More One Piece news. One Piece hits 600 million. Oda celebrates by being mysterious. The wraparound jacket band on the 114th compiled volume of Eiichiro Oda's One Piece manga has revealed that the series has surpassed 600 million copies published worldwide, with roughly 450 million copies in Japan and 150 million outside of it. To mark the milestone, Oda celebrated in the most One Piece way possible by filming a special movie project in English, showing him writing down the secret of what the One Piece is and what awaits Monkey D. Luffy, then dropping it to the bottom of the ocean. The manga, which has been serialized in the Weekly Shonen Jump since 1997 and holds a Guinness World Record for most copies published for the same comic book series by a single author, previously hit the 500 billion mark back in August of 2022, with the release of Volume 103. The celebration comes at an exciting time for the franchise, with the anime set to return in April 2026 after a 3-month hiatus for the start of the new Elbaf arc, albeit at a reduced output of up to 26 episodes per year. And the second live-action season, One Piece Into the Grand Line, premiering on Netflix on March 10th. The first 2 episodes also screening in over 200 theaters across the US, Canada, and Japan on the same day. So there's a lot of One Piece going on here, and I can't believe this.
Look into this. But I swear I heard people have already found out where this location was. Because the internet is like that. The internet does that. It's crazy.
Yeah, people have already roughly estimated where it is.
Yeah, and there's apparently people going out to go dive for it to find it.
Yeah.
My only thought is that after they've stopped filming, they've pulled it back up again just to make sure that people can't actually get it.
Or my hope is they actually dropped it in the ocean like months ago, and
it's drifted off somewhere.
It's drifted off somewhere completely different because they're basing the movement based on the tidal currents of when the video went out and things. Not so. I'm hoping it went out months ago, and so they're completely in the wrong place. Apex Legends goes full Gundam mobile suit in the drop zone. The Gundam franchise announced on Wednesday that it is teaming up with the Battle Royale shooter Apex Legends for the Apex Legends Gundam event kicking off March 11th, Japan time. The map Broken Moon will be transformed into a Gundam-themed battlefield complete with destroyed mobile suits, climbable wing Gundam statues, and warring ships duking it out in the skybox. As if the regular Battle Royale wasn't chaotic enough, players will also get access to 2 Gundam-inspired weapons, Wing Gundam's Buster Rifle and Gundam Epion's Heat Rod and Beam Saber, as well as 5 Gundam Wildcard's abilities, I don't know what those are, 8 character cosmetics will also be available for purchase, including skins that dress you up to look like Crypto from Freedom Gundam, Revenant from as Gundam Death Scythe. Oh, sorry, these are the characters. Okay.
Yeah.
So Crypto as Freedom Gundam, Revenant as Gundam Death Scythe Hell, Octane as Gundam G-Quirks, the bad one. For those who want to take the collab off screen,
Ooh.
3 limited edition Apex Legends Gundam plastic model kits are also on the way. Freedom Gundam Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz and Gundam Epion variants, with pre-orders opening March 18th through the Apex Legends shop and Premium Bandai, though prices have yet to be. And I want to see. Let me look. It
said that image. This image was on this page, but I don't see shit. Oh, who knows?
We did have. There was that. There was that image of the character models there.
It's not the greatest quality though. They really crushed these.
Wow, they really did. But I could see there's Aerial Death Scythe. That's Wing. That's Epion. That's Strike Freedom.
Death Scythe Hell.
Destiny Gundam Spec 2, G-Quarks, and the X1 Gundam.
Freedom
from Hathaway. Right.
My favorite thing about this is they left a error in the HTML. So these two lines are merged.
Yep. Well. Alrighty. Back onto our regular segment for the anime, manga, novel releases. Take it away, Nasuth.
Oh my god, it is me. Oh, geez. Wow. Anime, manga, and novel releases for March 1st through March 7th. Bulk of releases are on March 3rd, with some exceptions. Let's see how well the intern did on this. For anime, we have Viz Media with Chainsaw Man on Blu-ray disc for $35. I assume that's the first season. Sentai Filmworks has The Eminence in Shadow Season 2 Blu-ray disc premium box set for $180. That's way too much.
No,
sorry, that's way too much.
That's way too
I know
much.
I know it's a premium box and all, and I'm sure it's got some really cool things in it, but that's way too much. In manga, Viz Media released Chainsaw Man graphic novel 20 for $12 and Dragon Ball Super graphic novel 24 also for $12. Kodansha USA gave us 10 Dance graphic novel 8 for $13. Square Enix had released Assassin and Cinderella graphic novel 3 for $13. And Seven Seas brought us Black Knight Parade graphic novel 9 for $14. In digital manga, How to Grill Our Love graphic novel 19, Manchuria Opium Squad graphic novel 11, Tying the Knot with Amagami Sister, with an Amagami Sister, graphic novel 20, all for $11, and then Lonely Deaths Lie Thick in Snow, graphic novel 1 for $9. Tokyo Pop, On the Job Training, graphic novel 1 for $10. Down in the novels, Seven Seas released Sword of the Demon Hunter Kijin Gentosho, novel 12 for $16. A Tale of the Secret Saint Zero, novel 4. The Two Perfect Saint, Tossed Aside by My Fiancé and Sold to Another Kingdom, novel 5, and True Love Fades Away When the Contract Ends, The Secret of the Rose, novel 3, also all for $16. Wrapping it up, digital novels, J Novel Club on March 5th, Looks Like a Job for a Maid, The Tales of a Dismissed Supermaid, novel 2 for $8. And then Seven Seas gave us 2 more, also on March 5th. The Strange Adventure of a Broke Mercenary, novel 14, and The Tale of a Little Alchemist, Blessed by the Spirits, novel 2, both for $10. And that does it. I could scroll through and look for some insanely long titles, but not this week. No, we've done enough already. Let's just move on to the facts and rumors.
Alrighty, so that's me starting us off. Just a surprise as Nathan's bother being on the new releases.
It feels out of order for some reason.
Rumors. It does, yes. We usually give that to Zeno so he can struggle through. For our first fact or rumor, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 will have weekly episodes. This is a rumor. Steel Ball Run Anime is confirmed to stream exclusively on Netflix worldwide with no announcement of a weekly broadcast schedule. Anime News Network and Netflix's official Tudum page confirmed the debut as a single 47-minute episode, First Stage, premiering March 19th, 2026, consistent with Netflix's typical batch/stage release model, not a weekly airing. As at the time of writing, no official source with the studio, Netflix, or the official anime_JoJo account has confirmed weekly episode releases. The claim can't be validated.
To be honest, I kind of hope they do a weekly release, but considering it's coming out towards the end of the season, this screams to me that it's going to be a batch, and it's not going to get like a Japanese release, like, aired release until April. All right.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, because if it's a weekly release, it means you won't like binge it all at once and then be out of it for who knows how long.
Maybe I'll actually do that. Maybe I'll just watch it weekly and review it as such. But right. Sentenced to be a Hero, Season 2 confirmed. As a rumor, the only source claiming Season 2 is confirmed is @Sugoi on the site formerly known as Twitter, a known anime leaker with a generally reliable but unofficial track record. Not an official studio or production company announcement. Also, they've also repeatedly reported that 86 Season 2's on the way. Anime News Network, the most trusted English language anime news outlet, has no record of a Season 2 announcement for Sentenced to be Hero as of March 2026. Fan and industry adjacent sites explicitly state that no public renewal announcement has been made by the production committee, and no teaser visual for Season 2 has been released.
All right. Yasuo Otagaki pulls Gundam Thunderbolt from Manga 1. Ooh, this is a fact. In early March 2026, Shogakukan's Manga 1 platform became embroiled in a major scandal after it was revealed that multiple manga authors were convicted of illegal no-no time offenses against minors, had been rehired under pen names. So it wasn't just the one we knew about. Oh my gosh. I actually don't know if that other one was Shogakukan, but either way, Anime News Network confirmed on March 2nd, 2028, that Act Age writer Tatsuya Matsuki had been writing for Manga 1 under the pen name Itsuki Yatsunami, with Shogakukan's editorial department protectively facilitating his return. Yeah, okay, it was. Same one. In response to the scandal, Yasuo Otagaki publicly stated his withdrawal from Manga 1, saying, "As a parent, this matter is not something I can see as someone else's problem. I also feel anger towards Shogakukan's response, which shows no consideration for those who were victimized." This was repeated by @Anime Updates on their account on the site formerly known as Twitter, a respectable anime news aggregator. Otagaki was one of many high-profile mangaka to pull their series from Manga 1 following the revelations, alongside creators of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, One Punch Man, Inuyasha, and Zom 100, among others, as documented in community reports on Reset Era sourcing Japanese social media. An extra note, Gundam Thunderbolt itself has already concluded serialization in September 2025, so the withdrawal likely refers to Otagaki's removal of his backlist/digital presence.
Just to highlight, I don't think One Punch Man was ever on Manga 1, because it's Shonen Jump, it's not Shogakukan, but One did, he was very vocal about the whole situation. So there might be some leakage there.
This is like the Sellafield thing. For people who don't know about England, Sellafield is one of England's nuclear power plants, and previously it was called Windscale, and it had a fire which resulted in some risks of nuclear leakage, and when they repaired it, and rather than actually change the safety or anything, they just renamed it to Sellafield so they could state officially there have been no nuclear incidents at Sellafield. And this is the kind of thing.
Yeah, he just changed his name. He's it's a new name. Yeah.
Yes, this author has never been associated with that. Next up, Frierin's author removes series from Shogakukan service, and this is a fact. Frieren creators Kanehito Yamada and Tsukasa Abe officially requested the removal of their manga from Shogakukan's Manga 1 platform in late February, early March 2026, in protest of the publisher's mishandling of the sexual abuse case involving another mangaka. This is corroborated by multiple reputable industry outlets, including Anime Hunch, CBR, and comicbook.com, as well as social media tracking accounts reporting the removal as confirmed. Importantly, this only affects the Manga 1 app. The series remains available on Sunday Webtoon and Viz Media's platform, and serialization in Weekly Shonen Sunday is expected to continue once the creator's ongoing health hiatus ends.
I'd like to note something. It's weird. Okay, so I don't know if this means anything. It very possibly couldn't. This one and the previous one both mentioned different places where it got this news from. One of them was not Anime News Network, and I didn't find any of this getting new for this past week. I know we were talking about it the week before when it happened, but it didn't list any authors who left. I don't think at that time. It might have.
That news didn't come out until like the day of recording or the day after recording.
Yeah, and I went back to last Sunday when I aggregated news for this week, and I didn't see anything. And it's weird. It's just a little weird to me that ANN has not reported on it, and I don't know why.
You know, I
given that they also broke the case on their site. I don't know if they broke the case, but they had the case on their site when it happened. It's
rough.
A little weird.
It is a little weird, but hey. People are taking the right choices, I think, about this after the discovery.
Like Japan's had a long and varied tradition with mangaka that have had underage issues. Like even Hunter Hunter. Is it Hunter Hunter? Rurouni Kenshin. Yes. And he's still working. But like this guy took it so far that not even Japan is like, no man, we can't roll with this. Anyway.
Yep, absolutely.
That does it for the news this week. Stay tuned later this week for Kanpai Cast, where we're not talking about anything serious like this. We're doing a fun topic about fallen heroes and redeemed villains, and why you see more of one than the other. I think it'll be a fun discussion. You'll enjoy it. And then
yes, especially Nasuth completely drowning Xeno out multiple times.
Yeah. We had a nice Xeno and I had a nice little fight in there. And then hopefully we see you back here next week for more news.
News.